What's going on, everyone? So, the Los Angeles Lakers selling to Mark Walter was a huge just move for the Lakers. I mean, in a lot of ways, this is better than a big blockbuster trade or anything, because the long-term impact that this is going to have on the Lakers is huge. I don't think necessarily it's going to impact the Lakers heavily right now. This is more for the long haul. Right? This is great for, just like the medical team, the equipment, right? Like all the organizational things to make us one of the top teams, if not the top team in all of basketball. Lakers last offseason made it a big deal and cleaned house and hired some of the best doctors. I mean, we literally got Team USA, the head of the medical team for that. And then before that, he was track and field and Dr. Sims, right? They made a big deal of getting the top, medical team, top training team. They want to be an organization, right? You heard even JJ talk about it, right? We want to be the top development and health and all of that, where if you come to the Lakers, you're going to be successful because we're going to put the time, effort, money, and energy into you. So those kind of things. An Alex Caruso situation, I don't think will ever happen again because now you have the deep pockets. As far as Lakers going and ponying up to go get, some big name now or something, I don't necessarily think that'll happen. I think we'll probably stay the course. But one of the things that this is huge for is Luka Doncic, right? This is also big for the potential of stars long-term too, right? Like LeBron retires, that next star comes to pair with Luka, right? Again, not necessarily right now, but in the future, because you're going to get stars that are going to look at this and go, not only would I have a Luka Doncic, right? Or even in a post-Luka era, all of that. You're going to have stars that are going to look at this and go, I can go to the Lakers, be with the market, be with the, all the things that come with being in LA and on the Lakers, right? Endorsements and money and all that other stuff, nightlife, all of that. But I also have an owner that has the money in the pockets and willingness to spend and do whatever it takes to win. So I'm not going to the Lakers to be handcuffed, right? I'm going to Lakers to win championships, right? So that is really good. But Luka Doncic is the star we have right now and for the next, 8 to 10 years. This to me signals Luka's not going anywhere, right? I didn't think Luka was going anywhere regardless, just because, again, it makes the most sense for him to sign a 3-year deal, which I don't think that changes, but sign a 3-year deal, right? Then he'll get the 10 years, right, in which he can now get a higher percentage of the cap, kind of recoup some of the money that he lost by not, by being traded and missing out on Supermax and all that other stuff, right? So, that I don't think is going to change, but the long term of Luka, I think, is now more secure than it's ever been. Because you're going to have an owner that's going to spend and do whatever it takes to make sure he sticks around. Because he's not going to want to lose that guy. He's not going to want to lose his main star, one of the top 3 to 5 players in all of basketball, especially as the Lakers, right? And you see with the Dodgers and all that stuff. So it's huge in that regard. But also, this is best for Luka, period, because now he has an owner that has the pockets to now go and spend and build a real contender and championship team around Luka, right? So obviously Luka, he's probably all of joy as well, right? He's probably looking at this as like, this is great, right? Because I saw some concerns like, does this mean that the Lakers, that Luka might not resign now because of Jeannie Buss and all that stuff? Like she's leaving. No, Jeannie's staying, Rob's staying, all those things. Like he'll still have the people he's familiar with, the structure that he has, the relationships that he's slowly starting to build, right? Not losing any of that. But now he gets to look at this and go, not only do I have all those things, but I also have a guy that'll go, how much is it? And how much do you need? And what do you need? And, hey, whatever I can do for you, you let me know and I'll help you. That's huge. And you already see Luka coming out and speaking out about it, right? So Luka Doncic himself posted this. The Lakers are an amazing organization. I'm looking forward to meeting Mark and excited about the future. I am also grateful to Jeannie and the Buss family for welcoming me to LA, and I'm happy that Jeannie will continue to be involved. I look forward to working with both of them to win championships. Not one, championships. Right? Luka wants to win. He's talked about it. He wants to win. He wanted to win in Dallas. Obviously, that's not going to happen because he's a Laker now. So now you need to do what you can to keep him here. You know what the best way to keep Luka Doncic in LA is? Win championships. Put a contending team around him year after year after year after year. You know what'll excite Luka and put him in a position to where he goes, hey, I ain't going anywhere, right? Winning championships. Yes, Luka is loyal. And I do think that with the Lakers, there will be a level of loyalty. I don't think it'll be as much as with Dallas, just because that was it's like that was the love. That was the first love, right? And it's just like you got your heart broken. So you're always a little more guarded. You're always a little more, there's always a little more to it, to your next relationship, so on and so forth, right? So yes, there is, I do think will be a sense of loyalty to the Lakers that, Luka has, but I don't think it'll be, hey, even if we're not contending for championships, I'll still stick around. It's no big deal, right? I fully believe that the Lakers need to make sure, hey, we're holding up our end. You hold up yours, right? And now also the other thing is Luka is obviously changing his body. See the results already. Luka is working to be that guy, to prove everybody wrong, prove all the naysayers wrong. I love that. It's beautiful. But I do think and have, the questions of, will he maintain this? Right? It's one thing to do it for a year or two and we win a championship, whatever, right? And go, see, look, and give the bird to everybody. It's another thing to do that for the remainder of his career. Well, now, again, the Lakers, who, again, didn't have the finances to have the best dietitians and the best doctors and the best, health physicians and all this other stuff, now do. So now you're going to have an owner that is going to be willing to spend whatever it takes to ensure that not only Luka, but the Lakers as a whole are doing all their things right, doing the conditioning, and that they have the top, equipment, top, medicine, top whatever, in order to make sure that that's a thing. Now, Luka will have the financial backing and the equipment and all the things to stay on top of that. Obviously, it still takes Luka being willing and working hard in order to do that, right? Like, he still has to hold up his end of everything. But I do think that this is very good for Luka. I think this is very good for the Lakers. I think this is fantastic. Again, don't expect this to be some big game changer right now, right? To me, this is more of like the longevity play, like, hey, this is really good for the Lakers long-term, in the long-term approach, right? So I am, and I'm glad that Luka is excited for it. I'm glad that Luka came and spoke out, talked about it. I think that this is going to be exciting. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me out. If you enjoy these types of videos, truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.